Welcome back, Homestead family and backyard gardeners. This is Rob from Gardens Fresh Homestead, eating fresh to your plate. And today on the 7th of June, we're down here at our cutting table. But before we get going on today's program, if you are a real human being, give this video a really big thumbs up on the way in and write your thoughts and comments down below. It'd be really much appreciated. I'm not here to sell you a product or get 10% off the recommended selling price. I'm just out here to show people if I can garden and harvest, you can too. So on last episode, we planted all our Pontiac red potatoes in our raised garden bed and pots and containers and cardboard boxes and whatnot. And today we're going to maximize our raised garden bed with putting flowers in with my raised garden bed so you can get every square foot of space used up. So I got these yesterday from my local nursery. We've got spinach baby. This one is jumbo tricolor on the screen there. This is Kangaroo Paw Bush Diamond. This one grows 60 centimeters by 45. This one's another Bush Diamond Kangaroo. That's gem. So it's going to be really nice when that flowers. And this one is Bush Pearl, another Kangaroo Paw. We've got mint. And this one is Border Star or Dark Star. It's kind of like a spring onion clump where you just pull the roots out one by one and you can just thin them out as you go along. So we're going to do that and make our raised garden bed absolutely stunning with flowers and all my veggies. So, you know, you're just maximizing your space into a beautiful wonderland. So let's get gardening. Okay, so we're going to start planting our Kangaroo Paw here, Bush Diamond. That's what it looks like. And one of the things about Kangaroo Paw is they don't like too much frost. They can tolerate it, but you know, not in southern areas or too much dry climate. They're not really suited to that. They seem to bloom in late winter and all the way through summer, and they have a lifespan about 7 or odd weeks of flowering. And then once you see it starting to die off, you cut them off to get new reshoots, and at winter time you trim them right back to about here and let new growth for the following season go ahead. So I thought, you know what, let's just grow this and see how it all turns out. It's nice, a beautiful flower here, and I think this is going to be a really nice addition to my raised garden bed and just maximizing my garden bed. I did this last season with my Canterbury back potatoes, with my pineapples, and it was a huge success. So people would say, Rob, it doesn't work, you're overcrowding. Sometimes overcrowding does work, and planting different plants and fruit and veg works. See, I go against the grain of what other people are doing and just doing my own thing, and hopefully you can be inspired to do your own thing in your own garden and just use as much space as you possibly can and just maximize what you've got in little spaces, what you have to work with. So come with me today and we're going to start planting. Push that aside. Alright, and you just want to squeeze the container like so. There we go. It came out nice and easy. And this is going to grow 60 centimeters by 45 centimeters wide. So it's not big of a plant, maybe up to here. So it's going to be a nice addition, I think. I'll take this little tag off so I know what I've got. keep that to the side. I was going to put the bush pearl, that's one we've got here. I was going to put it here, but I think it's going to be just too much, so I'm just going to give it some space and just put it right here. So just move all this compost away. Okay. Like that. Alright, keep that up like this. Okay. And we're going to go over here and we're going to do exactly the same thing. This is bush blitz or something like that. Let's see. This is 70 centimeters by 50 centimeters. Actually, I might put this at the back so it's on the fence line there, I think. So here. That was nice and easy. Now, let's see. Yeah, next we've got the borderline star, dark star here. Every 30 centimeters either wide, and it's kind of like a spring onion, basically. You can see all those clumps there, so we're going to just take this all out and thin them all out, and then just place them every so long. I'm just going to put them all around my raised garden beds and in pots, just around. It looks beautiful actually. So hopefully in the next few months this whole oasis here is just going to be full of colour and heaps of veg. Jeez, this one is really firm. Hopefully I can get it out. Oh. Geez, I'm struggling to. It is so compact. I couldn't even get it out. I mean, it's just root bound. I had to cut the pot itself. You can just see how root bound that completely is. So that should have been in the ground a long time ago. But anyways, we're ready to do it. So we're gonna have to clump this all out and go from there. I'm having so much difficulty trying to break these all apart. This reminds me of like a mother-in-law's tongue or ginger or something along those lines, where it's all multiple into one clump, and I'm just trying to thin them out as I go, but it's just extremely difficult. That's why I'm struggling here at the moment. So hopefully I can get all these thinned out and we can move on from there. We're finally finished now, and this is what it is. So all these clumps, I dare say that these are going to start multiplying like the mother-in-law's tongue and varieties like that. So we'll put it in and we'll just see what happens in the following year. But I dare say that these are going to start multiplying. So I'm going to space them out every 300 and we'll just see what happens. Okay, I finished planting all the border star or dark star flowers all around the raised garden bed, the boxes, just to give it some extra colour. And hopefully with the next couple of months I'm going to show you what it all looks like, even in these little carry baskets here. Hopefully it'll turn out really well, and you'll see what I mean by planting in smaller spaces and higher density and getting maximum production out of your raised garden bed is the way to go. We don't have massive land. I'd like it, but unfortunately that's just how it is, and you just have to use every square inch that you have available on your property, and that's what I'm doing. So everything's all laid out. So in the coming months, come check my page out again, and I'm sure I'll have photos and videos of how it all looks. Hopefully it all turns out nice and beautiful, so you can have flowers and veggies in the same area. Same with my pineapples and potatoes I did last year. Absolutely wonderful, worked out perfectly, but people don't understand that concept. I'm trying to show you a different way of thinking outside the box. So here's my mint. I'm going to pick a few and enjoy the rest of my afternoon. So I hope you gain something out of this, and it inspires you to grow more and to plant more. That's what it's all about. So until next time, either grow big or go to the shops. Thank you very much again for watching at Gardens Fresh Homestead. Bye for now.